Hello, welcome to another Control stream. This is part two of I don't know how many, but probably a lot. I started this game yesterday, and the first time I tried to do the stream, everything crashed on me. My computer, like everything just froze. So, yeah, that was a quite interesting experience. So, and now the game didn't even launch. Well, that's wonderful. It worked fine after I reset and turned down some settings, so I don't know why. Let's see if it at least... Okay. I think that was farther than what happened last time. Okay, continue game. All right, so let me pour some coffee. I am finding this game definitely to be intriguing, a little weird, but definitely intriguing. I have to admit that my mood isn't the greatest right now. Finding out about what happened last night in Venezuela was angering and disheartening, to say the least. So, part of the reason I do these streams, though, whether I'm coding or whether I'm gaming, is to try to get my mind off of things. But in all honesty, it's also something that is on my mind. I don't try to get too political or talk about certain topics on my stream, but I also don't have a problem talking about it either. I'm definitely not supporting what we're doing, not in the slightest. So, quite disgusted by it, actually. So, in any event, let's try to go into a world that I don't have to think about that for now, and hopefully the game doesn't crash on me. So, all right, we ended the last stream by getting this fast travel point. So, American first and no new wars lasted almost as affordability, and we released the Epstein files. Yeah. Yep. Aspirin and Big Macs really need to hurry up. That's the way I think about it. All right, I got to remember all the controls and what we need to do. Navigate through the communications department. Okay, so we do need to go that way. On the one hand, I like these maps. Oh, through the communication department that way. Okay.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Yep. Toggle map. Welcome to the comms department. We are here to help. Do they have that's a cigarette machine. That is great. Minors are forbidden. Jack's Choice. What are the names of the brands they got here? Having a hard time reading. Smokes and Mirrors. That's hilarious. Schwarzy Hand. I can't really. This one looks like a gun. Again, something that kids these days have no idea what a cigarette machine is. Because you rarely, if ever, see them, In fact, I can't remember the last time. Gotta check out the bathrooms. How clean are these? But the toilet roll falls off every single time I go in there. Which is... Oh, I can climb up on this? Oh, nice. Oh, blood. Was that there before? I don't remember seeing that blood there, but maybe I wasn't paying attention that much. What's over here? Oh, one of these things that I never have access to. Personal mod, health boost. What is this? Shatter projectile choke. That's why we don't have that. Health recovery. Okay, what do we have for collectibles? Oh, because... Oh, multimedia? We didn't... I thought we did this one.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA.
Yeah, we read that one. I don't know why it thinks it wasn't read. So... Do you get a slow motion shooting mode? I don't know. Maybe you do, but I'm not... If you do, I haven't seen it just yet, so... Somebody needs to clean this up. It's interesting, the objects that you can and cannot hide. Wow. That... What the hell was that? Probably can't go in the mailroom because that looks all energy. What about this? Why was...
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched on. We need to cleanse it.
Oof. Reach your other power to cleanse it. Okay. Shatter recoil efficiency. I don't know how we're supposed to get over there other than just running. Crouch. Yeah, to take cover. How are we supposed to get close to it? I guess just keep running? I guess I shouldn't have just stood there like a moron. Do I just run to it? What do I do? I don't know. I mean, I guess if I... Okay, just run and get it. She's getting a floppy disk. That's hilarious.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Hold, grab, highlighted. Wait, oh! Oh, so I have telekinesis now. Interesting. Wow. I mean... Into the hole slot to advance score. What? Oh. Okay. The fun starts now. Komorova is... Maybe that's how you say your name. I'm trying to find the right pronunciation of it. Just wondered if that was a way to say, hey, if you want to get across, you can move stuff. Not everything. Kind of fun. I just wish I had a little more health. Oh, damn it. I was really close to low health anyway, so I was like, oops. But now I understand. I think. Oh. Watch where you're going, Jason. Apparently this game does not check to see if you're being a moron. Why is it not even... Okay. Now I don't even need the health. Obtain the launch ability. The floppy disk is now bound/delivered. His antagonist is seeking our astral plane. Jeez, brightness.
You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will put me right like this.
Oh, well. Okay. Music hasn't stopped, so... Ah, yes. There, now the music has stopped. Throwing those blocks reminds me of The Force Unleashed or Half-Life 2. Sure. Alright, so... we are pneumatics. See through the communication bar. Okay. So I gotta remember I can pick up objects and throw them. And it does seem like the lighter or heavier an object does have a... does make a difference in terms of how you throw them and how far they go, but that's kind of a cool ability. I like it. Again, why do I not have clearance? And if there's anything that annoys me about this game right now is the fact that I don't have clearance. Interesting. Okay. So something about research. Still don't need any of this health. Okay, where am I going? We do want to go that way, right? Yeah, okay. But, there was dead letters. Oh, that's the way I came. Ah! Okay. There's a shelter in here. Is this going to be full of, No, it wasn't. House memory. Research. Oh, I should read these. Okay. His entity, demolition expert. Looks like they're carrying a sniper. The Bureau only allows certain highly trained individuals to handle volatile materials and weaponry. Our demolition experts are instructed in the use of explosives and dimensions with distinct physical laws, making them important assets for engineering work as well as combat situations. Hiss demolition experts are the only observed Hiss variations to wield the specially built rocket-propelled grenade, RPG, affectionately called, that is designed to identify and track entities once fired, making them a threat whose termination should be prioritized in combat scenarios. I find it remarkable that the Hiss restrict usage of this weapon to the Bureau personnel who train specifically for its use. What does this tell us about its behavior? Can it not pass along new information to corrupted entities? Still too many unknowns. Refer to file for full report. What about the Ranger? The Rangers are the Bureau's well-trained and well-armed expeditionary forces. That their Hiss-corrupted counterparts are equally formidable. Prior to corruption, Rangers were trained to use a variety of weapons in order to face any threat found during AWE response or threshold exploration, including submachine guns, assault rifles, and automatic shotguns. Hiss Rangers utilize these weapons as well as the advanced tactics taught by the Bureau instructors. Some are additionally outfitted with Bureau-made body armor. Hiss Rangers have no observed paranatural abilities beyond some being protected by a shielding of dense Hiss resonance capable of stopping bullets. These don't react well to bullets. Considering the advanced training the Hiss Rangers are capable of applying to their situation, is it feasible to consider the human mind still remains intact to some degree? Or is the Hiss able to tap into this combat training and utilize it? Further observations required. Refer to file for full report. So this is the floppy disk. I mentioned to my older kid that this feels... I've never played SCP, but when I've seen people play it, it feels very much like it. So at least it has an influence. The floppy disk. Containment procedure must be contained in a cell with no other loose materials. This object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. The object is currently bound to for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in blank by agents blank and blank with the CIA. The diskette contained launch codes to blank missiles, believed to be reserved for use against blank. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the bureau off, and it was requisitioned by agents the next day. Ha! It wasn't happy. What is this? Book club. By L. Sampson. So I usually don't read a lot of sci-fi. I'm actually reading a trilogy, a zombie apocalypse trilogy. I'm in the first book. It's called Apocalypse Z, The Beginning of the End. And when I looked it up on Amazon just to see what the author has written other than this trilogy, I noticed that they actually made this first book into a movie already, which I might watch. Doesn't seem like it's an outstanding movie, but they said, it's a decent zombie flick. So that's what I'm reading right now. So not sci-fi, but horror. But as far as space operas go, this was all right. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters keep throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. The Expanse series, to me, is one of the best sci-fi series ever. Really, really liked it. There's definitely other ones out there, too. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers and guns space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, RFK should sign up for that. And that space dog fight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favorite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. Okay, so somebody liked reading. Good. I love reading too. I would love to read your notes on books. That would be awesome. Okay. So obviously we're supposed to go this way.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
The mailroom is to my left, along with the cafeteria. I heard a... See, I don't want to throw it necessarily. I just wanted to get out of the way. I know this isn't the mailroom, but you know me. Gotta search, gotta look through. See? Another thing that I may or may not have the clearance to do. House memory. You not have a clearance? Okay. I really hope either I've completely messed this up and I've missed how I can get clearance, or I'm going to start getting clearance levels pretty soon because I'm getting tired of not being able to open things, or I get stuff and I don't have the clearance to see it. So I'm hoping that at some point, sooner rather than later, that's something we're able to do here. Okay. What was that? Undefined reading. Yippee. Outcome. FEC. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to blank. So another awe behind us, and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring blank, blank, and blank for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. I think that's how you say that name. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Don't knock over the American flag. That would be bad. So the mailroom is down there. Again, gotta look through everything. You never know when something will be important. By the way, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you in advance for doing that. So the mailroom's that way. What's this? Oh, clearance 1. Finally! I have clearance. Clearance. Yippee! Wait, what? Wait, what did I just... That's headshot boost, okay. It's exclusive to Shatter. Oh, materials. Is that basically saying... Complete missions, okay. Is that saying that's materials that we can use later on for something? Maybe I wasn't completely... America Overnight.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon.
SuspiciaCon.
In room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since.
A ghost?
I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
So make up any bullshit story about ghosts and we'll just let you ramble on about it. Oh, what's this? Sometimes along the line things went weird. No one was sure this happened where there was something caused by someone or something, or if it just happened by itself. There were a lot of stories. Everyone had a theory about how it happened. So I'm just going to kind of speed read this a little bit. And once people brought the... Yeah, because I can't really read it this way, but the gun stuff gets in the way. Pascal's fine. Sometimes even almost like, as people adjusted, adapted, and learned to use fix some of the old. Mostly as time went by, people just forgot that the things are just weird, became normal. At least everyone believed in the myth. Golden helmets. They seem to have a pout for those in the golden helmets, even when they're hardly ever seen anywhere off from. So they talk about golden helmets. Who wrote this? Report to Dr. Tarling. Oh, hi. You have a golden helmet. I think he had a golden helmet. It, she, I don't know. Ooh, they were drinking in here. Probably playing some canasta. Can you make some coffee? I do love that in Evil Within 2. I haven't played either game, but I've seen people play it. Undefined reading. Open assets. Yeah, we did that. Why do you think I didn't do that? It's funny that they kind of put a shell... Oh, because they didn't want to see you pooping. All right, fair. I would want the same thing if you ask me. But I grew up in Wisconsin. One of the games that I played with like family when I was younger was called Sheep's Head. So it's a trick game, and there's different cards that have different points. It's like the 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, and Aces in the deck. And there's certain cards that are called trumps so that they'll take over. I know people are like, oh, we want to use a different term. I'm like, that's literally though what the term is used in the game. So you have the power to take other hands and stuff. And yeah, so when I mentioned like old timey games like that, they're like, what are you talking about? This actually looks like Sheep's Head in the sense of the cards that you would use. Although the graphics rendering is getting weird. But yeah. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's just a door shutting. Huh. Another portal? Or, yeah, control point, I should say. Nice. Actually, now that I think about it, this might be something that we can do to get to other areas, because now we have clearance level 1, and so I don't remember where, but it would be nice to go back to some areas that I think required a clearance level and see if we can get into them now. And I think that might be what the game is trying to set you up to do, is to say once you get a certain clearance level, you should go back and check it out. I wish there was like you have in Silksong or Hollow Knight, where you could put things on the map as like places to revisit, and then you could type in notes there to say like what is it that you want to do there. That'd be great if a game lets you do that with maps. I already have that.
This must open the door.
Dude. May want a dentist to look at that. Oh, that door. Yes. Yeah, but we got to look around a little bit more. Can't go the way the game is telling me to go. I got to go where I want to go. I think I was already in here. Yeah, because I saw that sign down the hall. Okay. So that's right, this room. Okay. Where the blood is, or the jam. Yep.
They can fly now. Great.
Oh, Jesus. I need this. How do you get rid of this guy? Oh, I guess you just keep shooting him? Oh, you went up the...
I have a feeling he'll be back. Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Okay, so we're back to normal health. Let's look around a little bit. Let's see if we missed anything of reading or that we should pick up. Still trying to get used to the combat in this game a little bit. Tea time. Golfing? Wait. His elevated agents display abilities similar to telekinetic competencies observed in Bureau utilitarians. Some prefer to charge their targets while others launch objects at them. Telekinetic attacks have been ineffective against the Hiss elevated due to their own talent in the area. They do not use any weaponry except their own paranatural capabilities. Some Hiss elevated have been seen levitating while strapped into chairs. This is likely the result of individuals being corrupted while undergoing cognitive recording and parapsychology. How are they able to use paranatural abilities? It is possible that these individuals are bound to objects of power prior to corruption. It's also worth considering that the Hiss resonance can identify and express latent paranatural ability in the individuals it corrupts. Refer to blank for full report. Okay. Tea time. Hey Malcolm, yes, tea time is at 7. I'll see you at the course on Sunday morning. By the way, have you heard about this Tennyson report? Apparently there's a bunch of copies drifting around the office. Trench is looking to get his hands on any information about who wrote it. You wouldn't happen to have heard anything about that, would you? See you Sunday. Okay. Something about the way this game is designed, the way it looks, everything about it, it's like I do like it. I like the style. I like the way it, you know, it seems like it really, you know, the graphics, I think, need, like I had to turn them down a little bit and stuff, but it looks phenomenally good. And I just like the style of the game. Okay, so does the time actually move? No, although I think the time in here was different than the time that was in other rooms that I've been in, I think. Always need coffee machines. Wait, what is that? So I'm guessing that's the way we want to... Yeah, go in there, down there, and then over. Okay. So let's just explore this a little bit, and then we will go through there. Is this a... Yes. Ah, okay, so that opened that up. Got it. What's this? Control parameters. Yeah, it looks like some... Oh, statics. I remember. Can you write a formula to show some? I offer coffee if you do. That was one of the courses I had to take in college. For reasons I don't remember. Because I was in electrical engineering. Like, why do I have to take a civil engineering course? But whatever. It was kind of interesting. It wasn't the hardest class in the world to take. And that diagram just reminded me of of some of the statics problems we had to do. I don't remember jack shit about any of it. I mean, that's the funny thing about college is, or just learning in general. I love learning. I love reading. I love learning about new stuff. I love staying educated on things. But while I do take pride in what I did in college and that I have a master's degree, I'm also like, that's not a sign that in any way that I'm smarter than somebody who doesn't. I mean, that's just ridiculous, you know. I almost find it archaic how people are like, well, you need a 4-year degree to do a job. I'm like, really? Because most of what, oh, you learned how to learn. You don't need to go to college to do that per se, you know. Okay, we got a report. But summary, but. It's probably Butte, I'm guessing. Some event summary. A spate of disappearances were traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Event response. Bureau agents arrived at the home of a local celebrity located at blank, which had been connected to a total of blank disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house blank days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte's home closet disappeared during this incident. Freaky. Let's look around. Oh, another one of these. Launch efficiency. Okay, I still don't quite get what these materials are supposed to do. And like, you look at this and you see that 51. Well, you can't. It's right. My face is covering it. Here, let me try to bring this down here so you can see it. There. You see the 5144 with the triangles there, and then there's a 0 there. I don't know what they mean. I don't understand what they're for. So, I may have to look that up to get an explanation of that. Because I'm a little confused. That's the hotline chamber. Okay, we shall go there in a moment. So this looks like something of a control area or something like that. I don't know.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item will show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms.
Tomasi's ID. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. Oh, it sounds like Keg's breath. And we did listen to that.
The hiss got him.
Ah. Interesting. All right.
The hotline can't be far now.
So those flying hissers, you can't really throw anything at because they'll just... Oh, that's all sealed up. Ah, so that's another area, but we can't get in those because they're sealed up. Got it. Hotline chamber. Dun dun dun. So we want to go to the right, to the hotline chamber. I wonder if these pictures have any kind of significance other than they're just here, you know. Hotline security logs. So it just shows you custodian coming in, some other custodians. Trench was there a lot. Pack of smokes, as you do. The Bureau. Ah, the phone. That's right. Happy New Year and good health to your family. You too. Oh, wait a minute. Wait it.
The light switch cord. Door marked with the black pyramid.
The law of three applies. Right, stand here, mind the gap. Director use only, fatal psychic trauma. See no entry point, light switch, the law of three applies. Agent must orient and anchor motel to their personal frequencies. Okay, so what did we just do?
here before?
Oh, I guess I need to actually literally stand there.
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
If I may ask, who is Zero X? I got the feeling I know who that is, but I just want to make sure. I love the symbols on the doors. You're in spiral. You're in black upside down triangle. You're in white upside triangle, whatever. And I love it that's the switch here that they mentioned before, like lets you teleport to here. Because they said that it took you from inside the bureau, or it took you from here to inside the bureau. So that's kind of interesting. Okay, we can't open that. Stefan, yes, I thought it was you. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. They seem to change the default about the display name. Yeah. I was like, I thought Stefan used the, or Stefan. I never say your name right, and I apologize for doing that. Is it Stefan, or is it Stefan? Or is it just Steve? I don't know. Braniff International Airways. Oh, there's a bell there. Is that another object of power that's gonna like? Can we go to the janitor's off? No, we can't. Okay.
Hello? Anyone here?
Oh, I don't have a gun. I don't have my living, breathing gun with me. Can't go outside. You got Jack's Choice. You got the same kind of cigarettes. See America, welcome to Montana. I would love to go to like Wyoming or Montana just to drive through it. I bet it's an extremely pretty view and a pretty drive. You hop up on the bed? Whee! Jump! Woo! Just like a kid in a hotel room. What kind of like reading material do they have? Their sim game thing. These look like more normal-ish rooms. 223. That's probably 222. Yep. 224. Oh, there's a casino. Wow. Okay, so we traversed the hotel. I don't think we really saw anything here, per se. Try it again. No, let's try it again. Wait, did something happen? I thought I heard like something very briefly. I also don't have my kinetic abilities here. No worries, the German pronunciation starting with sh, in like shit happens. But the English pronunciation is perfectly fine. Yeah, but I really want to try to say people's names the way they are, rather than, you know, the way I'm trying, say it here. Stefan. Yeah, Stefan. So next time I think your name, I'm going to be like, it's like starting your name with shit. Stefan. At the New Year's Eve party I was at, there was a guy there, Indian couple, and they had their daughter with them. And I think both of them were from India because they do have accents. The daughter doesn't. I think she was born in America. But his name is Ashley. That's how he introduces himself. And my wife and I talked later, and I'm like, because his wife is somebody that I was at Rocky's house, a friend of mine, Rocky, and both Rocky and I worked with this other person. Her name is Sima, and at another consulting company. And so she came over, and she's been to this party a couple times. And her husband's name, he goes by Ashley. And Liz and I said, you know what? I bet that's short for some Indian name that's hard for people in America to pronounce. So rather than trying to go through, hey, my name's really this, he just said, call me Ashley. I bet that's what he did. I'm not saying you can't name a guy Ashley, but it's not a very common name. I bet it stands for something else that's like a longer Indian kind of sounding name. Okay, we can't go in this door. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't do this. We could flick the switch again. But I don't know what else I can do here. There's the bell. Do I just keep ringing the bell? Oh, they're opening doors. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't realize that. Okay. I thought I had seen something out of the corner of my eye, but it didn't relate to... Okay, so let's... All right, let's go look at each room and see if there is something in these rooms. Okay, so now we're down here. Ooh, there's something here. A key.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Okay. Maybe that's for the door that has the black pyramid on it? Who knew? Perfectly pronounced with the sh. Oh, so it just goes through these doors. Okay. So now we have the key for that one door. What does this say about Texas? Braniff International Airways. See America, United States Travel Bureau. You know, as much as my country is, the leadership is really fucked up at this point. There are some very pretty areas to America. Like I was saying with Montana and Wyoming. Whoa, that looks like me. There's the switch again. So that looks like me walking towards something. Did that do something? Well, that doesn't work anymore. Pick up the hotline. Okay. This game is weird, guys. This game is really kind of weird. That's an object of power. Hotline Seashell, a transmitter bridge. Vectors can call the board long distance. Complete the astral plane challenge. Or at least I got my gun back. And I can do... I love the way these bricks look, or these blocks look. They look... I just love that look. That looks really cool. Hotline will allow you to contact extradimensional entities. But how, though? I wonder if you had like just a completely high-end computer, how if you cranked up all the graphics, their settings, just how amazing this game would look. It already looks good, even I had to turn some of these down a little bit. The hotline will allow you to contact extra dimension. I don't know how to hotline things. Oh, shit. The hotline will allow you to contact extra dimensional entities. How, though? I'm a little confused as to what that means. Assuming if I touch this, yeah. Bad things happen. So how do I connect with the hotline? I don't get it. I am a little confused. Do we just go by it like that? I guess. I don't know. I don't got a better, Well, that's where the phone is. Okay. Well done, dialed, Director. You can connect us past cells in the hotline collectibles menu.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do.
God, smoke that cigarette.
Even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
So she's back in the director's office? Oh, she got a bloody nose.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
All right, so speak with Emily.
People react strongly when I tell them about you.
Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Who is she talking to? Like, she occasionally will switch to, like, talking, she'll say about you when I think she's referring to you, but she's like, is she referring to her dead brother or some other, like, entity type of thing? Oh, it just occurred to me, I should have said Stefan as in C sharp. Would have been way less obscene. You're not offending me, that's for sure. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you have subscribed, appreciate you for doing it. She had a bloody nose, that common trope of doing something, you get a bloody nose. And like I said, she's all like, occasionally she'll rub her right shoulder, and I'm not sure why. All right, so we want to get back to Emily. What would be the quickest? I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh, collectibles. We better read these. All right, so the hotline. Containment procedure. Object should be inaccessible for use except to the director. Object is a 1960s era red backlight telephone. The rotary dial has been replaced with a black knob of unknown purpose. The phone weighs blank. The object allows the director to communicate with the board. If used by anyone other than the director, the object will cause lethal blank. See Dr. Darling presentation for more information. The object is currently bound to Director Trench. Background. The object spontaneously manifested in the director's office, placed on the desk. Director Northmoor was the first known bureau agent to use it. A battery of tests were run on the object, including blank and blank, but its origins remain unknown. Yeah, we already did that. The hotline. What is this?
It took us a long time to learn how to stabilize the control.
So I gotta watch these a little bit.
Lines, the meridians of the oldest house.
The ley lines.
Darling found a way to soothe this beast. We discovered we must cleanse control points of all interference. It's my duty as the director, like Northmoor before me. I couldn't manage
coffee.
it in my own house, at my home. I'll damn well do it here. Without the control points, the oldest house would swallow us alive. We'd be sealed inside an endless labyrinth. No one would hear our screams. If an enemy ever managed to corrupt the control points, it'd be over fast, spreading like a cancer, leaping over the fire breaks like a crown of fire. They are the weak point. Darling's right about that. He's wrong about everything else. Dangerously wrong. Suspiciously wrong. Has he been compromised? I can hear the hotline ringing in my dreams, constantly ringing.
This will take a little bit, but I want to listen to all these.
Straining to understand. Why don't I pick up? It's a secure line of communication with the board. They would tell me what I need to know. Do I fear their answers? Would they have warned me of this threat? I didn't see it coming. The traitor in our midst. A conspiracy plotted right behind me. I can't trust anyone. I must assume all my intel has been manipulated. The hotline is the only channel I can trust. Bind it, control it. The rule and the ritual with objects of power. It can't be tampered with. The lifeline to the astral plane and the board. I must seek guidance. Soon. I'll rest first. I'm so tired. Always tired now. But I must reach the hotline. I think I'm under attack. An attack of dementia, exhaustion. It's a brain cloud making me forget. The hotline. I must reach the hotline. A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. They have proven themselves. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. So I followed my own orders. Northmoor hated my guts for that. But things change when you become director. You suddenly see this dark void for the horror show it truly is. filled with screaming fear we pretend to control. Sand leaks through my fingers. The roses I pruned in the garden back when I still had a family, all dead. Heat escapes my body. My thoughts are scattered. The universe keeps expanding. I can't keep up with it alone. When I forget that, things go wrong. And my team has to pick up the pieces. Damage control. To help me get out of my mess. The Ocean View Motel and Casino is a familiar friend to me. I stayed in countless motels like it while investigating AWEs across the country, back in my field agent days. Those roadside motels all bleed together like a dream. Same and not the same. Anywhere and nowhere. The Ocean View operates on dream logic, and the light switch cord leaks out to be found in the most unexpected places, and sometimes successfully encouraged to appear and act as a convenient lock to keep out those not trained in dreamscape navigation. Even Bureau veterans can only find one key in the motel. The key that opens the door marked with the inverted black pyramid. The rest, the many other doors, are still mysteries to us.
Interesting.
We're all merely guests there. Even the board. Sometimes I need to visit, just to breathe easier for a while. It beats the numb, sterile apartment I spend my nights in, insulated from everything but myself. I guess that's where the whiskey comes in.
And the cigarettes.
Something's coming. The whispers growing louder. The worst winter storm in Bureau history. Retribution for my sins. Our sins. This threat could destroy the Bureau. Everything I've built. Destroy me. A web spun, turning this place against me. I catch glimpses of it in the corner of my eye. It's just out of reach. Elusive. It's clever. A perverse game of hide and seek. Is this part of an attack? Obfuscating the facts. Dimming my eyes. It's hard to tell. I need answers. I haven't heard back from Darling. I fear for my friend, my closest ally. I think we made a terrible mistake all those years ago. That thing he studies is putting us all in danger. It's my duty as director to keep the Bureau safe. It'll be difficult. What's done can't be undone. There's no easy fix. Magical thinking is a requirement for survival. Pain and suffering are mandatory. To change things, you have to break yourself. I don't know if I have the strength. I'm old and weak. I'm afraid. You can see my hands trembling. I'm losing control.
Control, roll credits. All right, one more. Independence, independence. Your authority, chosen one. The Bureau, game needs you. Inverted black pyramid. All right. I love shit like this. Okay, so we need to get back to speak with Emily. So to do that, we are currently in the boardroom. So we oh no, we just left the, okay, so we want to, could we go this way to the director's office? Oh, we're back here. Yes. This is where we started. We saw the body, which is now gone. Awesome. Well, you see the blood splatter, just in case you want to see all the brains and stuff. It's right there. Just so you know. Ooh, there's a report. Trench, Bureau finding. To all executive staff, I know there's some concern regarding our operations exceeding the annual budget. So long as we operate within the oldest house, we are obscured from scrutiny in many respects. If our budget demands are not exorbitant to the point of drawing attention, then they will be granted by the U.S. Treasury without question. The FBC is just another line in another spreadsheet that some lowly accountant won't even notice. Their eyes will skip over us as if we weren't even there. The nature of the oldest house allows us certain freedoms in how we operate. Our being here is no accident. Regards, Trench, Director of the FBC. Okay, I don't think that was there before, or I just flat out missed it. I knocked that over. I knocked that shit all over the place before. So I didn't realize just how strong I was and powerful to just touch stuff and it goes flying. Central Executive. Oh, and how this is all connecting up. But if I remember right, wasn't there a room over here that required, yeah, clearance level? We have it now. Aha! I remember shit. Agent death notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son, Graham Potts, was killed in active duty this past week. While the details surrounding his death are classified, I am honored to tell you that he died in the service of his country. You can be proud of his courage in the face of danger and his commitment to protecting our nation against her enemies. You will be remembered by his comrades and colleagues. I sincerely regret the pain this message will bring you. Take some solace in knowing that his sacrifice helped protect the country he loves so much. His effects will be returned to you with all speed. Sincerely yours, Howard J. Murray, Department Chief of Communications, FBC. Not that I'm trying to be a completionist, but I definitely want to try to find as much as I can. So I think going back and doing some of these things where a room that I couldn't get into before I can get into now is kind of fun. Yeah, we're going the long way around, but like I said, I want to revisit areas. No, we already checked out the bathrooms. Those are good. I wonder how many subtle things change as you go back and look through things, you know. Now, is this the one that... No. Wasn't that one. There was one I did go by. Yeah, we cleared all this out. We came here before and this was all like weird and distorted. Ah, yes, here's another one. Nice. More equations. Para-utility. Summary. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals para-utilitarians. The potency of these abilities depend on the para-utilitarian. Using the blank object of power as an example, some para-utilitarians can achieve a throw distance of blank, while others are only capable of as little as blank. See the presentation for more information. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some blank exists within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I officially requested access to the Northmoor records, considering he is one of the most accomplished para-utilitarians the Bureau has ever seen. Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Refer to file. Oh, they actually showed the file for full report. Okay. Anything else in here? I think I may have said this before, but when I started this game, I don't think there was any, like, there was any, like, difficulty setting or level. It was just like you just did it, you know? Okay, so we got some more people in here. Oh, our thing's going through the tubes now. Nice. So we're getting data. I don't know. All right, so the boardroom is that way. And Emily should be in here. Yep.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He is gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
It's all the janitor. Four ability points received. Mission completed. Unknown caller. New mission directorial override. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. More countermeasures are now available from the nearest control point. Weapons, forms, and mods can now be crafted at the nearest control point. What is a control point? Loadouts. Assets. Missions. Search for a way into the maintenance sector. Directorial override. The internal lockdown and emergency secure measure is stopping Jesse from looking in for Trench's missing management team in other sectors. Jesse sets out to enter the maintenance sector to find a directorial override and lift the internal lockdown. We are at war, hostile takeover, just like Venezuela. The Hiss is the opposing force, foreign power. We will provide countermeasures, strategy, accept, ingest them at control points. These countermeasures missions will benefit you. We'll give resources rewards for each completed countermeasure. Okay. Okay, there's a paper over here first. Let's grab that. If I can't. Just hop onto the table. Initial impressions. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioral facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behavior. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behavior is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed this theory. My final observation comes from Ms. Faden herself. She's able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done. Refer to file blank for full report. Okay. Let's talk to her again.
Hi, Jesse.
Bye, Jesse.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
I've asked
Let me know.
They should only offer that if there's new things that you could ask her, because I've already asked all those things. Okay, so what's this about countermeasures and control points?
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing. Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Okay. But what's this about control points?
Hope has asked us to document the Hiss incantation, she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
There's the Black Pyramid. I mean, I've seen it, but it never really dawned on me. Okay, abilities. Ooh. Melee launch. Ah, okay. Let's do that. Unlock one ability upgrade. So now we got 3. Use 2 to unlock additional weapon form slot. Not enough essence to reset abilities. Milestone rewards. Use 2 to unlock additional weapons form. Huh. Okay, let's do one more. Milestone rewarded additional weapon form slot. Okay, so we could do one more, but let's wait on that. Astral constructs. Weapon forms. Required materials. Shatter has high stopping power with a scatter shot that devastates grouped enemies at close range. So we do have... Oh, that's what all the material... Okay, I'm catching on now. Now that we can do this shit, this makes sense. Okay, mods. Construct a random weapon mod. Threshold remnant we don't have. Refresh to generate new randomized mods. Excuse me, I kind of want to do this. Construct a weapon former mod. Outfits. Nah. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Kind of weird. She got that stuff on her head. Urban response. I'm going to stick with civilian. I like civilian. You answered your own question about how to use resources. Everyone plays differently. So many different choices. Yeah. I totally get that and I see that now. So we could go with Shatter. And then we can do weapons mods. So now, well, I don't have it, obviously, apparently. So why am I not... That's the elevator. I guess because I'm in like a safe area that I wouldn't be able to shoot the gun. I guess is my... I guess... Okay, so we're supposed to... Wait a minute. What's this? What's this? There was one that had a whole bunch of crap in it, and I don't remember which one it was. Control points. Control points are locations that the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the blank arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by blank detection of an unobstructed ping using the blank within a 37-foot radius. 37 feet, very important. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or blank or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be blank. Refer to that report. Okay. But there was one of these rooms that... I love that they took one of the rooms and put like the lockers around it so that you wouldn't feel like you get a little bit of privacy when you're taking a dump. Okay, so yeah, we wanted to go with the elevator, which was here. Yeah, the service elevator.
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
His life is in your hands. Missing, missing, missing. Please help, last scene. Yeah, that janitor has got a lot more going on about him than meets the eye, I believe. We are in the executive sector. The other ones are out of order. I guess we go here.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Friendly? Pony, not Sony, Pony. Sorry, that was funny. The thing that I was listening to, the Walkman, used to be the Sony Walkman. I had one when I was a kid, and I'm old.
The maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office.
That's cool.
Is Ahti guiding me too?
That is cool. Wait, I want to shoot this. Now, if I switch, yeah, so it's the whole thing is not just by switching, but that is cool that you can just do the X and it looks so cool. Oh, I love it. That is awesome. That is really cool. I don't know why, but I find that I think that's cool. I just got to do that again. Oh, so cool. All right, what do we have as a map? So yeah, we just came in, and I guess the elevator is what causes you to go to different areas of the oldest house. And so there seems like, holy crap, there's so much here. And the elevators, I think it said there's like 3 or 4 floors that were out of order or probably inaccessible at this point is what I'm guessing. So yeah, there is a lot to do here. Can you switch which map no, you've got to be on that floor to switch the map. Okay. Very cool, but I'm going to stop the stream here. I think this is a really good point to stop. We got the first area, I think not completely done, but I think we got most of it. And now we're into the maintenance area, which is going to have a whole bunch of new stuff to look at. We have our cool gun, which I got to do again. Whee! Flip that around. Oh, that looks so cool. I love that. That looks so awesome. So we'll do that in the next stream, which I will do. I might do one tonight, but in all likelihood, I will probably do one tomorrow afternoon. I am definitely going to do another random code stream tomorrow morning and do some coding on stream at that time. And then again, my vacation is sadly coming to an end. So that means I'm going to come back to normal streaming time, which is Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central and Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Central, give or take some time, or if I want to get on earlier or whatever. So that's going to be the new schedule. Random code streams happen whenever they are because they're random. And then on the weekends, I also stream whenever I feel like it. So yeah, coming back to a more normal schedule, but I will definitely be doing a couple more streams on my last day of vacation. So I want to thank everybody who joined either now live or in the future on the VOD. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you're already subscribed, I appreciate you for doing it. So again, in all likelihood, the next time I stream this will be tomorrow, probably 1 p.m.-ish Central Time. Okay. But with that, I am going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care. I hope to see you in the future.